Hey, this is Austin Arm of Mixes, and today we're going to be doing an install at my church that I mix at, which is One Church in Gahanna, Ohio. As you can see, this is our room behind us. We're going to be taking a projection screen and projector down and moving it to another building. We're going to be documenting this whole journey, so we're going to take you along with us. If you are a church and you're in need of audio, video, lighting, or acoustics, we'd love to help you. You can send us an email, sales@thepenn.group. We'd love to connect with you. Let's get into it.
The first thing we had to do was we had to go up on the lift and we had to remove the lens from the projector. And then we subsequently had to take down the safety cables that were attached to the projector. Next, I had to move the chairs out of the aisle so we could get a two-man lift in. This two-man lift is super important for doing this kind of job because first, the weight capacity of the lift allows you to set the projector on the lift whenever you get it down, which was super useful as I'm working by myself in this video. Our team was tied up on some other jobs, so I got to do all of the work on this one. Once the projector came down, then I had to take out the bolts that were in the unistrut that are in the ceiling and subsequently remove all of the bolts in order to get the unistrut to come down. This entire process of working on this specific part of taking the projector down took about 3 hours. Now we have to turn our attention to removing the screen from the ceiling. This was quite the interesting challenge because the screen was held up by all thread to the purlins in the ceiling, and also the screen was hung via chain hoist. So in order to remove the screen from the ceiling, we had to actually remove the all thread first, and then subsequently go up on the lift and free up the chain hoist so that we could actually drop the screen from the ceiling. Now, this entire process, because I was working by myself, took quite a bit of time. The entire process to actually remove the screen from the ceiling took around a day to complete. So next we had to remove the electrical cable, which is a armored Romex. That armored Romex leads to a low voltage screen control, and that screen control is what affects the screen as you go up and down with the button wall plate. Subsequently, I needed to drop the screen, and I actually forgot to take out one of the bolts on the screen casing when we went to drop it, so I had to go back on the lift to get that bolt out. I had a helper help me drop the screen down from the ceiling on the chain hoist, and you can see with much satisfaction, this almost 1,000-pound screen came down with ease. Now that the screen was freed up, we had to get the screen off the stage, which was quite the ordeal, but with a couple of men and some effort, we were able to get it out on the furniture rollers.
Here we are in Building D, One Church. We have just fully removed the screen from the air, and we also have fully removed the projector. Now we're going to turn our attention to Building E, which is next door to this facility, where we're going to be rehanging the screen. Hey, this is the next day. We are in Building E now, and we're going to be hanging the screen behind this basketball goal here and the projector in front of it. So this is going to be a fairly good challenge for us, and we're going to be documenting the journey. Let's go.
First step was to get the chain hoist back on the ceiling, which we did not actually record due to insurance reasons, but you can see we have double unistrut up there with the chain hoist attached. Those chain hoists actually attach to the sockets on the screen, or eye bolts is the correct term, and you're able to pull the chain up and down to drop those chain hoists to be able to attach to the screen case. So I was able to attach there and get the screen fully attached to the chain hoist so that we could bring it up into the air. This process is made a little bit more difficult by working by myself, but we got it done. Now the screen is attached to the chain hoist, and we can bring it up into the air by pulling both of the chain hoists up together, and then it will be in the air.
There you have it, guys, the almost final resting position. We got to pull a few more measurements where we're going to drop the screen down and see once we reach this bottom blue. Now, if you have made it this far in the video, you might be wondering, why are we putting this screen in a gym. And what's really cool about this specific project is that this entire space on Easter Sunday was completely full of chairs and completely full of people, because this church is growing like wildfire. And here it is in context. You can see the screen. Just as a note, we did not actually hang this PA. The church staffers hung the PA. We were just brought in to do this screen. The next project is going to be placing a projector out here, which is going to be a real challenge because the church does not want to interrupt our basketball goal here. So there's going to be quite a bit of work to calculate and measure out where the projector needs to go in the ceiling to make sure we land in the right spot. This is a great time in the video to tell you about our sponsor, Penn Audio. Penn Audio is my all-new speaker company that we launched at InfoComm 2024 in Las Vegas, Nevada, featuring handmade speakers with US-made components. My speaker company is going to be rolling out many products over the next couple of years, and I'm super excited to be sharing some of our first products with you. Our 8-inch two-way studio monitors, which are on sale at the time of this recording. You can go to our website, pen-audio.com, to learn more. Hey, this is Austin Harmon standing up here with our newly mounted projector pole in this install. Now the problem is that we have these lovely basketball goals that are here, and we just mounted this bad boy 1 inch too close to where it should be. So we have to rehang it up here at the top at the strut, but that's okay, because when you're doing custom jobs like this, that happens and you just got to roll with the punches. So we're gonna take this out and move it over 1 inch and we'll be good.
Sometimes it's the little things in life once you get things done right.
Hey, this is Austin Harmon, and we are outside continuing our job at One Church with our projector screen install and projector. And one of the things that kind of drives us crazy is when we see conduit that's installed in a black space that has no finish on it or anything. So we're gonna paint today out here, and let's get to it. Here we are at the wall, and so we have the cables coming from the projector and the screen all the way down, hitting this conduit that we just installed. This is what we were painting in the video. Now we have this conduit, and now we have this lovely hole right through the wall. And now we are putting our conduit connector in with a pull string to get through the wall. You might be wondering how the heck we actually made said hole in the wall. And the answer is this guy right here, this massive concrete drill bit hammer drill. And it doesn't seem like much in the video, but this thing is literally 2 foot long. It's crazy. So here we are. Here we are a couple of days later back at the job site. We have a projector hung in the air off of our unistrut, and we have this really interesting cage to help protect the projector. So here we are about to install a surge protector on the power, so that if lightning were to strike the unit, it doesn't fry. So this is a nice touch that we do for all of our clients, as it is somewhat lightning prone here in Ohio. So let's go ahead and put this in. This is a quick video overview of the projector installation we are doing for the Overflow room at One Church. We have a 18,000 lumen projector hung on a strut with a projection cage attached to it. Cage is designed to prevent it from getting hit by basketballs. This job is still work in progress here, which we'll be completing in the next day or two. So you'll see the back is off that cage. On the back side here, you'll see that we have chains hanging down from the ceiling. And the permanent final installation, those chains will be appended up to the top of the strut, and there will be all thread that will come down from the strut to permanently affix the screen to the wall. Back over this direction, we installed a conduit to incorporate the wires into this closet. This conduit had to be drilled through the block and was painted black by our team. It goes through the wall and ends up in this room where all of our wires end up coming out, where we will be mounting a customized wall plate in order for the quick and easy use of the system. The projector screen control will also go in this space where you'll be able to hit a button and that screen will come up and down. Hey Watchdog, how's it going? Here we are at one church. We have a completed screen behind us with a screen in the air, projector in the air. Let's kind of walk through the details so we can explain how it was done. First off, if you haven't gathered by now at this point in the video, one of the core challenges we face a lot is hanging things from the ceiling in the right location. So in this case, we had some basketball goals that were certainly in the way for us, and we had to get the projector in the right location. In addition to that, the production team here had already hung some stereos, so we kind of had to get the screen centered. So we went with a unistrut approach with chain hoists on either side to actually hang the projector screen, finished out with some 1/2" all thread per the manufacturer's recommendation. Out here we have a projection cage to protect a very high-end Vivitech projector. That is the end of our install video. If you are interested in having an install like this done, feel free to reach out to us, sales@thepenn.group.